Hey y'all, it's Rebecca and Rob. We're here for another unboxing, and what will we unbox today?
I don't know, that's the whole point.
This gem's color is particularly delicate.
I don't know, let's find
Okay,
out.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
I'm familiar with this guy.
this gem. Oh, I love that piece.
Right?
So this is Kunzite, which is a variety of spodumene. It's a lithium aluminum silicate. It does have this nice pretty pastel pink, violetish, pink purple color, but it also has a relatively unstable color. So Kunzite spodumene is sensitive to light, so prolonged exposure to light, particularly out in the sun, can affect its color.
One of my favorite properties of Kunzite is its Pleochroism. So what that phenomenon is, it's an optical phenomenon, and basically a gemstone, if it's pleochroic or dichroic or trichroic, will show a different color depending on which optic axis you view it along. So if I'm looking at it from this direction, this Kunzite looks pretty colorless and transparent. But if I rotate it 90 degrees this direction,
I love that.
it suddenly starts showing pink. Here's one axis, it's pretty colorless. I rotate it to its edge. There's that pink color, back to neutral, and then along the C-axis, it's like night and day. It's really incredible.
Look, here, let's switch, because mine has a really nice purpley violet color.
See, yours is so vividly colored that I'm still getting purple along this axis, but then, wow.
Yeah, isn't that pretty? Now look at,
That's even more, that's almost purple on this axis.
One of my biggest goals when I first started out in gemology was to be able to look at gemstones and just know what they are. Kunzite spodumene is a great one because it is often in this kind of bladed form. So Kunzite is in the monoclinic crystal system. You have a rectangular prism with a distorted triangular.
Like an offset, yeah.
And so you have a narrow side, a wider side, and then culminates in a termination here. You have striated edges on the broad side, and you can see that all of these, even this one to some degree,
To a little bit, yeah.
has
sort of rough.
has that kind of habit. That's why we immediately knew when we opened the boxes that this was spodumene.
I mean, color aside. Color is a big hint as well.
It also has 2 planes of perfect cleavage. The cleavage planes look to be at 90 degrees to each other. So you have one going this way and then one going this way. So you can see like a really nice flat break. The 2 specimens that I have are from a really famous deposit, the Maui deposit in northeastern Afghanistan. So if you think about the Himalayan mountain range, it extends through Asia and kind of towards the western end of the Himalayan mountains. That part of the Himalayas is called the Hindu Kush range of the Himalayas. And these deposits in particular, they're known for massive size of gems. So you'll see barrels, tourmaline, spodumene, all colors of spodumene, including Kunzite. And these 2 specimens are from that deposit in northeastern Afghanistan. So this deposit was actually found by Russian geologists in the 1970s. However, archaeologists have uncovered these gems in ancient Greek cities, and they believe that these were from this region. So even though certain deposits have been discovered relatively recently, this region has been known to produce massive, beautiful gems that have found their way across the world. And this really deep bluish green is tourmaline. And you can tell, even though they're small, you can tell that they have a triangular prism with vertical striations. So that is pretty clearly tourmaline, and the color is just awesome.
My 2 pieces, we're not totally certain where this big guy comes from, but this one is from Minas Gerais, which is Brazil, which is another very important locale for all sorts of minerals and gems, including Kunzite. We've got another box.
Okay. Ooh, that looks different.
Oh, it's a little heavy.
Ooh.
Oh, it's huge. Polocite and Kunzite from Afghanistan.
Oh, and this is in the SGR, the Cis Gemology reference.
Yeah.
Look at
like
that.
The tone. Oh my God. It looks like someone found a big piece of ice and just went dink, dink, dink. It just hammered a piece of kunzite in there. I mean, there's gaps around it.
Also found in Afghanistan, the same region as these specimens. So pollucite is the only mineral that has cesium as an essential constituent of its chemical composition. So cesium as a mineral is a really prized collector stone. It's pretty rare. Cesium is rarely found as a primary constituent in minerals. So that makes the pollucite really interesting. It can be used in things like atomic clocks and other industrial purposes.
Right, and in this mineral form of pollucite, the cesium is not dangerous, it's okay. But in other forms, cesium can in fact be toxic and even radioactive. All right, you ready?
Sure.
Oh, I've got some literature. Mine has lore. We've got faceted kunzite in here. Check these out.
Oh, I love this.
No, look at the shape of that.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so these are obviously faceted kunzite gems. These are all massive.
They're really huge.
One fun thing is they show the range of color that kunzite can come in. So you've got like a really nice pastel-y pink. I've got like a little bit richer of a pink, and then you and I both have, I probably have the most purple one. Kunzite is tricky when it comes to faceting because, as we mentioned before, it has 2 planes of perfect cleavage. It's about a 6.5 to a 7 on the Mohs scale of hardness, so it's pretty durable.
It's hard enough, as they say.
But its best color is seen down the C-axis. However, its cleavage plane is also perpendicular to that. So it can be really difficult to facet with the best color face up, which is obviously what you always want to do. So I've got an oval and a pear shape. This one is nice and pretty pink.
Yeah, wow.
That one? I know. Okay, so let's talk about color a little bit. Kunzite, again, is a lithium aluminum silicate, but kunzite gets its color from manganese, specifically the trivalent form, or manganese 3+. So a lot of gemstones are colored by manganese 2+. More interesting gemstones are colored by manganese 3+, like Big Spite or Red Beryl.
Yeah.
So a lot of kunzite is treated, sometimes naturally, sometimes artificially, with heat or irradiation. And what happens during those treatments, the manganese changes its valence state. And so the more manganese 3+ it has, the more vivid the color. You'll get that nice purplish, pinkish color. When it loses its color, it's because that valence state drops. So when you think about durability of gemstone, you think about toughness, hardness, and stability. And stability is a gem or mineral's sensitivity to heat or light or any sort of external energy. And kunzite is not stable as it relates to light energy, but heat and radiation can kind of help it go back and forth to regain its color.
So kunzite was named after George Frederick Kunz. What's neat about kunzite is that it was discovered in California in 1902. Tons of gemstones come from the US, but not very many are discovered originally in the US. And so that makes kunzite sort of important in the American gemological history.
Yours are all from America.
Yes, the lozenge, our trillion, and this little pear are all from the United States.
I don't know who faceted the modified lozenge, but this is from one of the most famous deposits in California, in the San Diego area. We think these are both from Afghanistan, so in that really important geologic region in northeastern Afghanistan. The other thing that we haven't talked about is the clarity. So with all of these, you can see really high clarity. Like this one has a few maybe tiny crystals, but negligible amounts. So super clean, really nice, vibrant stones.
To your point about the stability of kunzite being a little bit lacking, it sometimes is called the evening stone because its color can fade with prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. So bust it out when the sun is down.
And color is its most important value factor. And so if you want to maintain the largest contributor to its value, its color, then it's important to know how to care for it well. For the size and for the color, Kunzite is actually relatively affordable. You know, sometimes you look at these big gemstones and you think they're gonna be, 5-6 digits. Well, that's not really the case with Kunzite. On the whole, Kunzite is actually one of those gems that you can have that's really pretty and big and colorful, and it's not going to completely break the bank. As you mentioned, Kunzite is an American gemstone. George Frederick Kunz, an American, and he did something kind of funny that we want to tell you all about.
Right, so he made an alternative birthstone chart. You guys know about birthstones, different stones that got allocated to different months. Well, he said, what if people just wanted to wear American gemstones? He put together a birthstone chart just with American gems, and Kunzite is the birthstone of September.
So for all you patriots out there, we have another box.
Not all of these are Kunzite, but we still couldn't resist showing them to you. Oh, okay. Oh, so we're bending the rules now. That ain't Kunzite.
Oh my goodness.
What's going on? There's more in here.
Oh, I know some of these. Look at it.
Oh my God, it's huge. What is that doing in here?
So one of our company's co-founders, Bill, who's been on the channel before, he's a Moldavite lover for all of you Moldavite fans. He lent us some of this Kunzite, but he's got all sorts of gems in his collection. So he couldn't resist sending us a few of his other spodumene specimens, and oh my goodness.
This is, oh my God.
So there is a variety of spodumene called hiddenite, and it's found in Hiddenite, North Carolina. It's green. This is not considered hiddenite because it has too much blue in it. It's not from North Carolina.
You couldn't hide this anywhere also.
And then this is a yellowish spodumene. Yellow, golden, pretty
At first
color.
I was like, that's peridot. And then I was like, that's not green enough. And also, this isn't a peridot episode. This is a Kunzite episode.
Context clues.
Right.
Blue spodumene gets its color from radiation. However, a lot of pink, violetish, purple spodumene, or Kunzite, actually originally comes from this bluish color. So miners will sometimes mine the blue material and then leave it out in the sunlight. It's a natural process. They're interconnected, which is
incredible.
Really fun. Kunzite can also exhibit fluorescence, and these little guys fluoresce. So we're going to show you some
bust out the
luminescence.
Flashlight. So Rebecca's shining we had to turn the lights off in the set because everything was a little bit too bright. But now that the lights are down, hopefully you can see that there's a little bit of orangey, peachy color coming out of these guys with the UV light.
So this is long wave fluorescence. It produces this excitation of electrons and they emit this different color. Look at that fire. Do you see that?
That's crazy.
Can you see that?
That's very orange.
That's so orange.
Well, maybe, rotate it. This is,
Oh
by the
my
way,
gosh.
the big blue one.
This is the big blue. Can
This
y'all
is the
see
big
that?
blue stone. It is now orange.
Oh, that is bright orange. So that's the nice crystal from Afghanistan that has a nice orange. So as you can see, a lot of orange. So we need to be sensitive to these little Kunzites. Sensitivities to light. So we are gonna go so we can put them in a nice dark location. But first, of course, we have to take a closer look. For mine, I'm going to choose this.
You're going rough? Okay, then I better go faceted.
The story of this locality in Afghanistan, it's just such an important part of the world for gemstones. You can see the tourmaline and the other materials that grow with it. It has such perfect form, great color, so this one's mine. I'm
gonna go with our modified lozenge because I just wanted one more opportunity to say modified lozenge. And also the shape of this stone is really unique. So let's take a closer look. Well, Rebecca, thanks for explaining Kunzite to me and to the viewers. It was a really, really, really cool experience.
I love Kunzite. I think the color is just so perfect. Pink is so hot right now.
Oh, yeah.
And it's so pretty. But I also loved looking at the other types of spodumene. Let us know if you want to learn more about these types of spodumene.
And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe and ring that bell so you don't miss out on future videos from us. Thanks for watching.